wasn't getting the wheel into that video. Sometimes I just film myself by accident and you can't see the clay. So just a small closed form. Get the water out. Straight walls and a closed and slightly rounded bottom. First time I made these, I've only actually made them once, but when I made them, I was just blown away by how well they spun. And it's pretty cute because the song for the dreidel goes, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. So, this is the perfect. All right, so I think that this is probably the best shape for a dreidel. Some of the ones that I made are a little bit kind of taller, and I think that the short round is better. So when I threw it, it would have looked like that. And so my next step is that I'm just cleaning them up a little bit, and then I've got a drill bit and I'm going to the middle. And pulling that out. And that way I don't wind up with a plug inside the dreidel and it's not a combo dreidel rattle. Okay, so that'll wind up, I'll put a little knob. I'll hand make a little knob on there to be the spinny thing. But for now, what I'm doing is get a clean spot and tap out 4 corners. And this we want to be really even. So what you can do is tap all 4 and then take a look at the profile, and this one's kind of rectangular, so just going to give it a little extra tapping on those 2 sides and just kind of keep going until they seem pretty square. I'm blowing into the hole because these kind of have gotten a little sunken, so it'll bring them out a little bit. And let me see here. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but as close to square as possible there. So you won't have a weighted dreidel. And then I'm going to let that sit up a little bit. See how it got kind of tall even just from that action. So shorter is better. Shorter and wider is a better shape to start with. Mine are turning out tall. Oh, and here's what I'm doing. So I'm setting them upside down to dry out a little bit so then I can press the stamps into the sides. And and I have these stamps that I made long ago, which is the reverse 4 different Hebrew letters backwards, and I'm gonna press them in. Hopefully I can get my finger into the hole for a little counter pressure, or maybe a tool so I can push those in. All right, I'm working on my dreidels, and I have these stamps that I made long ago, and I tried to use them. This one I used and I carved because the imprint, let me show you how they actually come out, like barely can see the letters. So with a few of them, I kind of carved them out using whatever kind of tools I could find, you know, just anything to kind of carve it out. But then I decided also, I had one that was kind of broken, and I decided to play with cutting it, and I'm really happy with cutting it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut one here. There's 4 letters, and I think it's important that they go in the same order around the dreidel. It seems like it's terrible shadows and stuff. Let me see if I can get this in here. Okay, so this one is called Sheen, and it has 3 little flames on top. Pop those out. And then these go down and they get connected at the bottom. When you connect a bunch of cutouts, it makes it weak. So I'm not sure how important it is that these actually connect, but I'm gonna kind of be a little bit more suggestive than realistic. I think this one kind of comes in a little bit. Okay, so I think they're supposed to be connected at the bottom, but I'm just gonna make a line here. Sheen. And in the dreidel game, if you get this one, that means you have to put 1 piece of chocolate or whatever you're playing for into the pot. Shin, put 1 in. Okay. And then this next one is called Hay, and it's got a little one of these. And then this goes straight down. And again, might be better to separate them, but hay, if you get hay in the dreidel game, you take half the pot. And then this one I'm gonna do just separate. Hay is half. Hay, take half. Hey. Oh gosh, I really don't want them to fall into the middle. Okay, there's a kind of a hay. Okay, the next one is Gimel, and I'm not sure that I'm saying all these words right, but in Gimel, that means you take the whole pot, like gimme, Gimel, gimme the pot. Give them all to me, Gimel, to me. Straight line down with a little tail. And then there's another little kind of thing that goes this way. Okay, Gimel. And the last one is Noon. Noon means nothing. You get nothing. And it kind of looks like that too. It's just kind of straight lines like that. Noon. None. None is noon. Noon is none. You get nothing. Okay. So, I actually really kind of like these with the cutouts. I don't know if it will weight them differently, since obviously they have different amounts of clay taken out. And then I make the top. I just have some clay sitting here on the side. I roll it. I stick it in the water. I feed it down in there. And then I kind of form a little knob that'll be easy to spin and attach it this way. So a little more labor intensive than just stamping them, which I must, last time I made them, I've only made these once in the past, but I must have added the whole top after, because you need to have a hand inside to press against with stamps. Oh, almost lost a dreidel. Hi, Neems.
Hi.
Hi, babe.
Hey.
Okay, so, and I'll go back. This is really soft, this part here. I'll go back a little bit later and just make sure they look good. and that they're easy to grab to spin. But that's it. I think that they're pretty cute, actually.